Alright. Sorry we are getting started a little bit late today, but I was having a little bit of issues with the computer. The power company came by and accidentally turned my power off at my house for a little while today, so had to get things kind of reset back up. Can people hear me out there? How is the audio? How's the audio out there, guys? Can you hear me? Alright, you can hear me. Outstanding. Yeah, I was kind of saying just a second ago, I had an issue. The energy company was doing some construction work near my house and actually shut off power around here for a little bit. So it was kind of a pain in the ass trying to get things. I scrambled to get the stream ready to go here. So wasn't sure that this is what I was going to play today, but yeah, this is what we're going to play today. Audio is good. Outstanding. How is the audio for the game itself? Can you guys hear that really well? On my end, for whatever reason, my monitor will not play the audio for the game itself. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Alright. We're going to start off with Samus here. Because I'm such a horrible sexist and I don't like strong female characters. Oh, I have not played against Joker very much. Disclaimer here, guys. I haven't played this game in... Oh, geez. I got a practice round in, like, 20 minutes ago or something, but I have not played this game in probably a year now. My brother is I guess you'd call him darn near a pro at Super Smash. And I want to be able to compete with him, so we're going to put in some time. And by pro, I mean darn near a literal pro. Like, the dude he's so good at this game. So good. I gotta be able to compete. I know that I'm not going to actually be able to beat him on the regular. He's probably going to come on stream at some point here and play with me. That would be really fun. My strong and powerful woman here. Actually, Samus is legitimately a strong, badass female character that I legitimately love. And anybody that has issues with Samus is... I don't know what you're thinking if you don't like Samus. Alright. What's up, Space Pirate, says Bob Ross. Bob Ross is in my stream. That's awesome. What are my thoughts on the Metroid games? I love the Metroid games, man. Metroid Prime, like the old side-scrolling Metroid games, for whatever reason, when I was younger, I just didn't get them. So I don't have the same level of nostalgia with that as, like other people do. They're good. I've played them. As far as side-scrollers go, they're fun. But Prime is really cool. I love Prime, and I love Samus. And she's really good in Super Smash Brothers. Like, she is legitimately a powerhouse if you know what you're doing with her, which, admittedly, I'm nowhere near what I used to be. Oh, that was a nice counter. Samus is actually a well-written character. I've completed Super Metroid about a year ago, says Rayando X. Yes, she is a very well-written, just a very cool character. Just a very unique, actually. Because I remember when I was a kid thinking that that's got to be a dude in that suit, right? It didn't occur to me that it would even be a woman. It was interesting that it was something different. I don't know at what point I realized that it was actually a gal. But, yeah, it's neat. Son of a gun. I haven't played against Joker very much, but I remember not liking the little turd very much. Alright. King K. Rool is really cool. He's one of my favorites to use as well. Last I heard, he wasn't like particularly good on like the tournament circuit or whatever, but I just like to use him. I like projectiles in this game an awful lot. Well, I missed that one. So what did you guys think of all those Assassin's Creed leaks? Pretty crazy. I watched some footage. I mean, assuming that what I saw was authentic, when, you know, it's difficult to tell, but looked buggy. It didn't look real good. Did not look very encouraging. Like, if I were legitimately wanting to play this game, which I'm not. I mean, full disclosure, I want this game to fail. I do not care at all about anything that Ubisoft makes, but if I were somebody that was looking forward to the game, I would be very disappointed. Shout out to Nintendo for dodging all the DEI BS. Yeah, thus far, there are hints, though. There are definitely hints that they are going a wrong direction. But nothing overt yet. They really just kind of stay in their lane, and I really appreciate that. James Boyd with the Super Chat number 1. Much appreciated, sir. No commentary with it, but thank you very much. Ugh. I always forget the moveset that Joker has. He always throws me off. I used to be a lot more slippery with Samus than I am right now. I need to really get my game face on. K. Rool, you jerk. Get off my shit, dude. Take that. If I want a samurai game, I'll play Ghost of Tsushima or Neo. Yeah, 100%. Though not Ghost of Yotei, at least not thus far. Though so far, I have got a really bad feeling about the Yotei game. I just... Too many red flags to ignore. It might turn out to be okay yet. I'm still going to say that there is hope, but just a fool's hope at this point, as Gandalf would say. What the hell is that? Huh. K. Rool, you need to get off me, dude. Ooh, Shulk is out already. Son of a gun. Ooh, I thought he was taking us off the edge for a second there. Ugh. K. Rool is on a mission. He is after my ass. I hate that about the CPU. How they will pick just like one character and fixate on them, whether it's me or the CPU. I would like them to have a more natural flow as far as who they will go after. Find it annoying. They pick one person. Typically, it's somebody who either has a really high damage or somebody who's winning by stock count. It's just annoying. I think it's because this is survival. I'm playing a 5 stock survival game, and he's treating it like it's a scored game, a time limit game. Like he wants to try to sneak in the kills, and it's just annoying. Son of a biatch. Alright. Thought I had another jump, but I did not. Cost me. I'm really sloppy right now. I don't like it. My brother is going to wipe the floor with me when I play him sometime soon. Oh well. Eat shit, King K. Rool. God, that dude just an absolute tank. Go away. Alright. Perfect. I don't remember this guy's skill set worth a darn. Oh well. His skill set was to die. Chaos Hoy says, hi, Dr. Disaster. Well, hello. Nintendo 64 is coming back with 4K style. Their N64 controller will be Bluetooth. You can use your regular N64 controller. I've heard about that. That actually looks pretty interesting to me. God, I only got 5 kills. Ugh, disappointing. Disappointing. I had a lot of damage given out, though, I guess, so. Not as bad as it could be. How long do I think until it's going to be... how long do I think it's going to be until we see really good games come out? Well, I know Grums was saying 2 years to stop the spread, as far as, like, these DEI games go. I'm kind of the opinion that it might take that long to get their attention. And I'm assuming he actually thinks something along these lines as well. But, you know, games take a long time to develop. So I would say at this point another 3 or 4 years, really, honestly, before we can fully expect to see the tide turn in the direction that we want it to. Now, the Chinese have got all kinds of games that are coming out because they saw the writing on the wall, right? Like, they made stuff like, Wu Chang and Black Myth Wukong, stuff like that. Like, they've got games coming out because they saw the gap in the market. They were visionaries, I guess you could say. But, yeah, no, I would say that we've got another 3 or 4 years. There is a 4K N64 coming. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And I am excited for it. I will be here for it. You know what this game really misses? Every time I look at the character screen, it makes me very upset. Waluigi. Where the hell was Waluigi? Dude Man 683, Dr. Disaster, you're awesome, man. Been subbed to you for some time now. First saw you from those 40K videos. Well, cool, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was probably about a year ago, right? More like 9 months, I think, was when the 40K Femstodes controversy really started to take place. Something like that. I'm going to use King K. Rool, though. He put a beat down on me for a little bit there. Is this live feed for the modern audience? Definitely not. They're welcome to tune in if they want, but definitely not for them, that's for sure. Oh, god dang it. Alright, Richter. Jesus, dude. There are other players. Holy crap, I just got whooped. That accent is kind of creepy. I mean, I think a lot of people think it's funny, but if it's creepy, I guess it's creepy. Alright, Richter is on my shit list for sure. Good lord, guys. There are other players. I really love this attack. It hits like a truck, and it's got a very broad range. Ugh. Should have chosen a bigger battlefield, I guess. This stream is for the true majority and not made for the modern audience. Yeah, I would say that's basically the case. Eat shit, buddy. This is going to be a slog fest, I can tell. I really enjoy using this character, though. King K. Rool always needed to be in Super Smash Bros. I had been saying that for a long time before he finally got an appearance here. Alright, Olimar is my target now. 4 stock left. Little shit. Richter, though, he is on my shit list for sure. Bro. I don't know what the hell I did to him, but apparently a lot. Must have me confused with Dracula. Yeah, I selected this game today, though. I was really looking for something that I wouldn't get too invested in. It wouldn't take too much time to play because Monster Hunter, of course, comes out in a few days, and we are going to be streaming the shit out of Monster Hunter Wilds. You guys seen the numbers for that thing? The Metacritic score is excellent, and it's just going to... I mean, it's got a very strong chance to be Game of the Year. Maybe not the best-selling game of the year. That will probably go to GTA 6 if that game does end up releasing in 2025. But Monster Hunter is going to be an absolutely mammoth game. Take it, Richter. Bastard. Greetings, Admiral, from Thick and Tender. Well, greetings to you as well. Glad to have you here. I really enjoy doing these streams, actually. I gotta say, this is... I wish that I'd started the streaming stuff before. It's a lot of fun. Just sit and talk to you guys. Pretty sure we can pre-download tonight on all platforms other than PS5. Okay. Because it isn't released, what, Friday? Am I remembering correctly? I think I'm remembering correctly. Ugh. The computer really struggles with this move. With his little cannon attack. They just don't know how to handle it. And I am not sad at all about exploiting that fact. Yeah, Friday is when it comes out. Whoa, shit. After playing the beta, I bit the bullet, says Apache Gamer. Well, yeah, I think that's... I don't pre-order often either. I haven't pre-ordered this game. I'm going to stick to my rules. You know, it's something that I preach to a lot of people, and I don't want to be hypocritical. So I have not pre-ordered, but I fully intend to buy the game. Ooh, eat shit, Richter. Even if I don't win this. Even if I don't win this, his ass went out first. He caused me a lot of grief. Like I said, the computer really just doesn't know how to handle this move. It's cheap, but I'm going to take advantage. Ugh. Shit. Ugh. Thought I was gone or a goner right there. Bye-bye. What a snipe. GTA 6 had the most radical idea for monetization, charging per hour. What? I had not heard that. If that is true, that game is screwed. Wow, did I miss that? Holy cow. For their sake, I hope that's not true. There's no way that game will survive if that's the case. Holy crap. I'm more of a Wario main in Smash, says Retro to Modern Gaming. Well, I like Wario. Really wish Waluigi was in this game. Waluigi is my favorite, Mario character. I really love him. I was a Snake main in Brawl, Villager main in Wii U until Cloud came out, Cloud main until Sephiroth came out. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. I guess if I had to pick a main, it's probably Samus. I really like using her. She's a lot of fun. Let's see. Where do I want to play? Let's go with the old classic. I like Saffron City. Back on the original 64 Smash, I was a Donkey Kong guy all the way. And then for Melee, it was Captain Falcon. For Brawl is when I started going Samus. It's been Samus pretty much ever since. For whatever reason, I didn't like her that much in the first two, but after that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. For the lols, I have learned Wii Fit Trainer. I like using Wii Fit Trainer. He's funny. Almost everyone from Mario has their own game except for Waluigi. Yeah, Waluigi needs his own game. He needs to show up in games like this. He has a hell of a following, honestly. Like, he legit has people who love him. His character is unironically pretty loved. Haven't played Smash in years. I tend to gravitate toward Link and Marth. Brawl, I think, stayed with Link, but occasionally went Ganon, yeah. I like Ganon. Sometimes I outplug Ganon. My brother, I've mentioned this a few times now, but he is very, very good. Like, he's very committed to Super Smash. He plays it an awful, awful lot. And, yeah, he will wipe the floor with me when we play next. I am convinced, but that is okay. That is alright. Jeez, oh peace. Felt like I needed to brush up a little bit on my Super Smash, knowing that he has been asking to play some with me. He actually wants to get in on a stream or two at some point here. He is quite a gamer, actually. He's very talented. For a while, he was, I know, he used to, well, he still plays Bionic Commando a lot on the old NES, and when that game had like a re-release or whatever it was on the 360, he competed with several other people for the speed record on several levels in that game. So he's an obsessive when it comes to games, but that's cool. Much respect for that, honestly. But he will push my shit in when it comes to Super Smash Brothers. I will be embarrassed, but that's okay. Take that, Lucario. Wii Fit Trainer is a joke amongst my friends. The fact that I use him reasonably successfully is a source of irritation for them. He is very annoying. Salute the sun is a thing I like to say to my friends when I am trolling them. Yeah. Damn it, Yoshi. One of the few characters capable of actually gaining life on his own. Looks like I've got a new member to the channel. Welcome, Travis George. Much appreciated, sir. You will have access before everyone else when my cartoon ends up getting finished. Well, or not finished when my test project that I'm working on is finished and I'm looking for critiques. You will be among the first to see them, to have access anyhow. So much appreciated. I played Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Wish they would get a remaster. Yeah, me too. Actually, I'd really love to play New Vegas. I really enjoyed that game. Lucario, you are an a-hole, sir. So in other big news, as most of you know, I am a pretty massive Star Wars fan, and of course we've got word that Kathleen Kennedy might finally be gone with that franchise. I am not at all sad to hear about this. Not at all sad. Though, I will say, and I've got a video where I will give you guys my thoughts in general, but just to touch on the subject briefly, I think that Disney was several years too late in this move. They're going to struggle to get people back. It's pretty hard to trust them if it took them this long to fire that woman. But I will say, it looks pretty reasonably legit. I know that we have heard this many times. I mean, I remember being tricked, I don't know how many times. Maybe not tricked isn't the right word, but, you know, to have that news essentially thrown out there for this reason, that reason, or the other several times, and it's just not ever been accurate. Well, this time the mainstream media is reporting it, so Yeah, it's encouraging. It's not the sign that we need that everything is all fixed for good or anything like that, but it is a step in the right direction. Bamboozled. Yeah, Bamboozled is a good one. Ooh, double kill. Love that. Wish it would have been a triple, though. Zero Suit Samus is pissing me off. Ugh. Yeah, they were not going to let me land. Can't say that I blame them. Ooh, salute the sun, Zero Suit. Does Duck Vader know of her removal possibility? I would imagine he does. It would surprise me if he didn't. He's usually pretty up on things. Okay, you guys are juggling me, and I don't much appreciate it. Yoshi, you need to go away. I always thought that the Ninja Turtles needed to be in this game. That would have been, if I had a wish, though, other than Waluigi, the Ninja Turtles and maybe the Battletoads would be the most incredible additions to this. Oh, bull crap. Salute the sun, you turd. To everyone saying the new Star Wars films aren't bad, how many times have you seen episode 7 through 9 versus 1 through 6? Yeah, the originals. So I'm not exaggerating at all when I say I've seen the original 3 films 100 times. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it was over 100. I've seen those movies so many times. I love them so much. The prequels, probably 30 times. I'm just a real lover of Star Wars. And, I don't love the prequels like I love the originals. But I've seen them a lot. Goodbye. Alright, Yoshi, you have got to go. You have got to go, dude. And yeah, the episode 7 through 9, I haven't seen episode 9 yet. So, yeah, there's that. You take someone like me, I watched... So I was not old enough to go and see the original 3 movies when they came out in theater. I was just a little boy. But the prequels, I was a teenager when the first one came out, and I watched all of those 5 times in theaters. And Force Awakens, I saw 5 times in theaters. And yeah, I mean, The Last Jedi I saw once in theaters, and then have not watched a new Star Wars movie ever since. You can't get me to. I'm not going to do it. I'm too pissed off. Okay. I'm getting awfully tired of these turds just chasing me around everywhere. This is ridiculous. I'm just going to keep running, you little turds. Until you start fighting each other. And it's not going to happen. Goodbye, Yoshi. Piece of shit. Adios, amiga. They made Luke basically like Obi-Wan in A New Hope, a hermit. I was like, wow. I think I aggroed too hard. Yeah, I might have. Aaron Page, I stopped at 7. Yeah, I was okay with The Force Awakens. I didn't love the movie, but I was just excited to see new Star Wars. I was thrilled to see Luke Skywalker, my hero, again. And yeah, I couldn't believe what I saw on the screen with The Last Jedi. It's what absolutely woke me up to everything that was going on in the culture war. I was asleep until then, and they're trying to activate people. They're trying to propagandize people. They activated me, but absolutely not in the direction they wanted. They pissed me off. Ryando X, would be funny if the TMNT did appear. However, there's another platformer fighter that does have TMNT characters. Patchy Gamer, dude, Battletoads. Yes, sir, Battletoads would be amazing. They need to put Beautiful Joe in Smash. Yes, they do. Beautiful Joe would absolutely fit in Smash very, very well. God, I loved playing Smash Bros. I haven't played Smash in forever. Same here, actually. I'm very rusty. Prequels were goated. Yeah, prequels were good. I really loved the prequels. I did. They warts and all, they were fun. We need Master Chief, Gordon Freeman, and Doomslayer for Smash. Bring in the FPS heroes. Yeah, I'd be good with that. The Ninja Turtle who decapitated Shredder. I'm so happy Solid Snake is in this game. Yeah, me too. I think it's really cool. He's been in for a while, too. Since Smash Brothers Brawl. What was that, like 2008 or something? 2009, whatever it was? I mean, we're going on 20 years that Snake has been in the franchise. That's actually kind of incredible when you think about it. Alright, where do I want to fight next? Just a reminder to everybody, we've got the goal today, 10 super chats, and I will sing some karaoke for you guys. Anyone who isn't in the know, I am a former singer for a band I played in for a long, long time, and I'm always down to sing some songs. I'm looking for a particular stage, but I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to remember where it's at. It's the airplane one. Pilot Wings. Where's Pilot Wings? Ooh, actually, I really like this stage. We're going to play here. We'll play here. I'll find Pilot Wings in a minute. Little Mac. Dude can't jump, but man, he is a powerhouse. I'll probably get my ass kicked. I haven't used him in forever. Can't wait for Metal Gear Solid 3 coming out soon. Yeah, was it like August? I am excited for that game as well. It'll be really good. Little Mac is so fast and powerful, it's ridiculous. He's OP in certain stages. Like, this is not a stage that he's actually all that good in, just because it's so small and you can get knocked off so quickly. But in a large stage where there isn't going to be a lot of cheap kills or whatever on you, he is so strong. Dude's got a frickin' instant kill move here, which is KO, which I missed out on activating. Ugh. Donkey Kong doesn't mind going toe-to-toe with me. I respect Donkey Kong, though. Oh, shit! I always forget Hero's skill set. some of the newer DLC characters I just haven't played against as much as I would like. But I'm getting some opportunities against them now, I suppose. Come here, somebody. Ooh, that'll be you, Ness. Adios, amigo. Oh, crap. Bye, Donkey Kong. Need to nail Hero again, too. I feel like he is the thorn in my side thus far in this game. Though Ness is pissing me off, too. Oh, no, I'm asleep. Nobody's going to take advantage of it, though. Come here, somebody. Ooh, gotcha. And they got me. There's my bad jumps in action. Ness needs to get taken down a peg, it looks like. So yeah, this is usually the format that I play in. Unlimited time, 5 stock. No items. I don't like the cheap items. And I turn off stage fatalities as well. Just for reference, if you guys are wondering what I am playing the game on. Good deal. Bye, Ness. You walked right into that one, dude. Crap. Well, at least Donkey Kong is pieced out. Ugh. Yeah, I need to get better at my defense with Little Mac. He is just such a powerhouse, though. It's hard to think like that with him. Alright. 1 out of the 4 kills that I need. There's 2. So one thing I do love about Mac, though, is he's got that thing where he's resistant. He doesn't get knocked back when you hit him. He can tank right through it. Shit. Oh, damn it. I was just about to hit the KO on Hero. Yeah, these two are targeting me now. It's all over. I'm going to be screwed. Yep. Knew that was coming. Oh, well, gives me a second to respond to some of the chats here. Donkey Kong was a hidden boss in Punch-Out Wii. Was he? I never played Punch-Out Wii. I loved the Punch-Out on the original NES, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I haven't played any of the Punch-Out since. Oh, episode 7 through 9 should have been based on the Timothy Zahn novels, Heir to the Empire. 100%. I'm okay with them decanonizing the extended universe. They needed to clean things up. I was fine with that in Star Wars, but they really, really needed to have a much better plan. Whether it was following the Zahn novels or doing something else, they needed an actual plan. Not gonna lie, kind of gave up on looking forward to games. I've been trying to figure out how to mod old great games like Fallout, Skyrim, Oblivion, and New Vegas. Yeah, I mean, it's one way to go. Punch-Out Wii was goated through Nintendo. Stated Punch-Out series is likely binned for life. Ugh, that sucks. I haven't been a very good customer, though. I should definitely have played some of those games. I'd also like to play F-Zero. I miss the F-Zero games. I think Switch 2 won't have a new Smash since Switch 1 games will be playable on Switch 2. Possible, though they do have a new Mario Kart apparently launching with the Switch 2 when it comes out. Can 4K DVDs be played on regular DVDs? I don't think so. Maybe? Do I mean stage hazards? Yeah, I guess that's what I meant. Ants Hightower. Hey, Doc, how's it going? It's going great. It's going great. I'm having a good time. Having a lot of fun playing an old classic here. 4K DVDs are not playable on regular DVD players. Yeah, I don't think so either. I hate Ness so much. Yeah, he's a dick. He's a dick. He was really screwing with my chi there for sure. Hero did some ass whooping there, honestly, though. Hero is a strong character. I need to learn how to play him. Nintendo has a perfect opportunity to make a mature-rated Zelda game for those who grew up with Zelda. I mean, yeah, that'd be sweet. I don't think they ever will, I'll be honest with you. I think it'd be great. I think it has the opportunity to sell, but that would be a short-term thing for them. Like, I think that Nintendo's brand, and they know this, is family-friendly all the way. I always said, so just as an example, and this has been basically their business model ever since, like, the Wii. The PS3 and the Xbox 360, when that generation was out alongside the Wii, the PS3 and the Xbox 360 were the or consoles. I have a PS3 or an Xbox 360. The Nintendo Wii was the and console. I have a PS3 and a Wii. I have a 360 and a Wii. Everyone had a Wii. The Nintendo is just kind of like that. They're family friendly. And so everybody, they just make fun, innocent games. They're just games above all else. They're not trying to put out, like, you know, the adult-oriented content. They're just games that everyone, like my mom had a Wii. My mom, and she's not a gamer in the slightest, right? Like, so I don't think it would fit their business model. They would probably make some money, but it might damage the brand in the long run. And so I don't think it would be a wise play in the long run. So I would say they probably will not do that. But it would be cool. I would love to have a more adult-oriented Legend of Zelda. Admiral Thrawn was badass, says Steve-O. Yes, he was. I've read the Zahn novels 2 or 3 times now. Something like that. Arcade Punch-Out exists. Never played it. Have you played Super Mario Maker 2, Admiral? Yes, I have. Actually, during COVID, I worked at a place where we still had to go to the office, and we didn't really do much work, though. We were mostly keeping away from one another. I remember Super Mario Maker 2 was like the big game then. And so I would go around and create these really difficult levels and then hand it to my coworkers and say, well, enjoy. I want to see you try to beat this. And I did that at work, and I got paid for it. It was actually pretty delightful. Yeah, it's good to see they still have Smash Bros. Since the 64 days. Yes. Kirby, greater than everyone else. Yeah, Kirby's pretty awesome. I love it. Hero is the funny RNG character. Yeah, he's kind of a pain in the ass. We seriously need another 3D Donkey Kong game. Yeah, I mean, have they made another one since Donkey Kong 64? I don't remember one. Drop it in chat if I'm misremembering, but I think they just did it the one time, right? I could be misremembering. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate being old. Ouch. Yeah, that that goes to show how old I am. My first Smash Brothers was the original Smash in like 97 or 98, whenever that came out. I can see Smash being left out of Switch 2, but with the Sonic 4 film rumors, they may just be biding their time. Yeah, I don't think... My guess is that Smash will be like one of the first Christmas releases. So if it isn't released like this Christmas, because I've heard that, you know, the Switch 2 is coming out this year, and... If Smash isn't the Christmas release this year, it'll probably be the following year. That's my guess. They will make so much money on it. So much money. I just remember playing Guitar Hero on the Wii. Good memories. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll say I love Mario Maker 2. I've posted a ton of levels as well. I wasn't particularly good at Mario Maker 2. I just made obnoxiously difficult levels. They were just... beatable enough, like that I could beat them and like publish it or whatever. But yeah, it was. I don't think they were very good. I don't think they were particularly good. I am just Apparently blind. I don't see the Pilot Wings level. Ooh, Newport City is really cool, though. I like big levels like this. Matt Rains. Hello, all. I'm late. LOL. Well, better late than never. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. I did enjoy the Kirby anime when I was younger. Kinda sad the English dub removed certain scenes as well as an entire storyline that would have been cool to see develop. Yeah, I never watched it, but I always heard they were cool. I heard it was cool. My first Smash was Brawl. My first Smash was Smash 4 on the 3DS. Smash Wii U was my first. Yeah, I played the OG. I played the original. I am that kind of old. That's alright. I'm supposed to be old. I'm a dad. Father and husband. My first and favorite was Brawl, says Thick and Tender. Well, the thing about Brawl that annoyed me was the tripping. The random tripping. It just... If it weren't for that, Brawl would be a much stronger entry, in my opinion. I enjoyed it and I played it. It's fine, but it's just not... That really turned me off on the game. I tend to be fairly competitive, and which is why I don't want random things like the items. That's why I have them turned off on this. But I just don't... I don't know, I didn't like that. Didn't like the random tripping. Can completely color the way that a match ends up. These guys are in trouble. I don't feel like they're going to give me much of a problem in this stage. Could be wrong, though. Who knows? My first Smash was the original, says Gray Maverick. Welcome to the old person club with me. I was in high school when that game came out. So good, though. So, just revolutionary. It was awesome. I saw the TV commercial for it the other day on social media. It popped up on my Twitter feed. Made me so happy. There's going to be a huge mod for Smash Brawl called Rex. Take that, Rosalina. I really like Rosalina, though. Super Mario Galaxy was a pretty fun game. I'm a sucker for Mario games, though. I might play Mario. I might play something Mario tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. For anyone who wasn't here earlier, one of the reasons that I chose this game, that I chose Smash Brothers, I wanted something something that wouldn't take up a whole lot of my time, something I could just pick up and put down, because I, of course, am going to be playing Monster Hunter when that comes out in a couple of days. Going to stream that. And so I wanted something like this. Jigglypuff, you are like my nemesis right now, aren't you? Melee had the best opening. Yeah, Melee really had a strong opening for sure. Ugh, made the jump. Almost got me, Bowser Jr., but not quite. Ooh, when you go for the king, don't miss, buddy. He wants my hide. That's alright. The feeling is fairly mutual at the moment. Bye-bye. Come on, Bowser. Let's go, bro. Ugh. I'll soon buy Balatro on the PC because of my cousin who is just addicted to that game, says Guga Minecraft. Yeah, I haven't played Balatro, but obviously it's pretty good from the sound of things. Oh, they finally took one of my lives. Actually, really like the design of Bowser Jr. in this game. I think it was very, very well done. Bye-bye. This stage reminds me of the Melee Zelda level. Can't remember what it's called. It's just really big. Got a lot of places to fight. I really like these big stages. They're a lot of fun. Okay. You're gonna let me land, you little turds. Uh-oh. Oh. Jigglypuff. Once a piece of Samus. She just got another piece, too. Then Bowser Jr. had to interject himself there, of course. How old is old, says Insomniac. I mean, I definitely don't have any room to talk. I'm in my 40s. Definitely feels old. That's okay. I'm supposed to be. Underground maze. That's what it's called from looking it up. Bye-bye, Bowser. Have I tried or plan to try Super Mario Bros. Wonder? I have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I didn't really vibe with that one that much, to be honest with you. It was a little too kidsy. My daughter likes it a lot, though. My little daughter. She really enjoys it. I didn't hate it or anything. It just didn't really capture me. Like, a lot of the times when a new Mario game like that comes out, I'll beat it. I'll play it through and beat it. For whatever reason, I didn't finish it. I got involved playing something else and just never went back to it. I probably will at some point. 39 this year, says Apache Gamer. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. I hit 40 and just shrugged my shoulders. It's just a number. 42. Now, I will say, I liked the whole 42 thing. I liked to be the answer to the question, what is the meaning of life, according to the Hitchhiker's Guide. Only finished New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe Standard Campaign. Still got to do Super Luigi U. Yeah, I beat those when they came out. I really liked those. I beat them on the Wii U, though. I was a big fan of the Wii U. I was an adopter of that franchise, or that console rather. Kirko Blastoise. We have a new crew member, new member of the crew. Much appreciated, Kirko. As I was saying before, people who become members of the crew like that become members of the channel, will get access to the cartoon that I am putting together. I have a space pirate cartoon called Scallywags that I am working on, and will hopefully have something to show for it in the next few weeks. But you guys will get first access to some of the stuff that I want to get critiques on. I'm going to reveal it to members of the channel first and see what you guys think about certain things, certain directions that I'm going. But it will be a cartoon in the vein of like Futurama or South Park, something like that. Just a lot of fun. Just something I like to do. It will be adding to the lore of Dr. Disaster. The Doctor, that character, will be in the show as well. Eat shit, Rosalina. The Wii U is a great console, but poorly marketed. It was extraordinarily poorly marketed. People who already had a Wii went, I mean, why do I need this? I already have a Wii. And, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the people didn't realize how great it was. But, fortunately, Nintendo learned an awful lot from that console, and it was kind of the blueprint for what we got with the Switch here. It was just a solid system. I really enjoyed it. The Wii U Smash Brothers was really fun. I really, really enjoyed it. Alright, one more stock needs to go from Rosalina here. Oh. Munched my projectile. Why not combine both Futurama and South Park vibes? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the plan, actually. The design of it is, it's interesting. I can't wait to show it off. It'll be a lot of fun. Might not be great, I don't know. But it's definitely something I'm interested in. I've also, I've got a couple of novels that are completed. I was talking to you, everybody in chat yesterday, about publishing them, self-publishing them. That's a whole long story about why I'm no longer really attempting to do the traditional publishing thing. But anyway, long story short, I'm going to probably make this a members-only thing, at least at first as well, but do like an audio book for like the first couple of chapters of those books, and put them on the channel, let you guys see those, and if it's something you're interested in, then maybe I'll self-publish. Just something I'm interested in doing. You ever played Starlancer back in the day, Dr. Disaster? Actually, I'm not familiar with Starlancer. That doesn't ring a bell for whatever reason. Kariko. Sorry, I said Kirko before. I see it now. It's Kariko Blastoise. I was more of a handheld Nintendo gamer myself. Yeah, I loved both of them. I had a Game Boy Advance. I didn't have the original Game Boy. My brother had the Game Boy growing up. But yeah, I like the handheld stuff. Wii U was also hard to develop for. Yeah, I've heard that. It was really different because, of course, you could draw on it with the little pen thing. Essentially draw on it. My Wii U is currently like 2 feet away from me. It's hooked up and ready to go, says the contender. Yeah, I mean, as it should be, frankly. It was a pretty great system. I really loved my Wii U. Actually, so for a few years, it was kind of put away, but my one boy, when he was little, It was the console that he like grew up on or whatever, and so I packaged it up for Christmas 2 Christmases ago, and he's really sentimental, so I packaged it up and I gifted it to him, and it meant a lot to him. So technically speaking, I guess I don't have a Wii U any longer, though I could play my old Wii U anytime I wanted to, but I gave it to my son. I knew it would mean a lot to him. The only 2 games I fully finished are Sonic Generations and Portal 2. Like, ever? And by fully finished, you mean like beating them and reaching like the end, or there are various gradations that could mean fully finished. Like, a lot of people would say they're not fully finished with a game until they get like the platinum trophy or whatever, for that particular game. So I don't know, hard to say what you mean by that. Maybe if you could follow that up, I'd be interested. I'd like to know what you think about self-publishing. I'm working on a comic book, drawing in it as I watch. What's your take on it? Says Brown Man. I don't have a lot of experience with it or anything. I'll say this, it seems to have worked for like Eric July with the Ripaverse. That is the sort of thing that I fully support. I'm very happy to see. We need stuff like that. We need independent creators coming out and giving us alternatives. I fully support independent publishing, but if you're looking for like advice on whether you should or not, I don't have any firsthand experience. So I would expect that if you want to see any real success with it, you probably have to build up some kind of an audience first, by other means, whether that be on like Twitter or Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Did you know the Wii U is the first console that's a Siren Wii U, Wii U, Wii U, Wii U? I love the dad jokes. You're an awesome dad, I bless you, says Zonex Haven. I mean, I try. I love my kids. That's all you got to do. That's the secret to parenting. Just love your kids more than you love yourself. That's it right there. Just love them. Just love them. And, everything else just kind of falls into place. Google Minecraft followed up, says, yep, ever all achievements. Okay, all achievements. So like platinum or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how many I have on my PlayStation, but I've gotten all the achievements on quite a few games on the Xbox, but less on the PlayStation. I think I'm only at like 20 platinums or something right now on the PlayStation. I think any announcements for God of War will be coming for the upcoming anniversary. You would think so. You would definitely think so. But hard to say. Hard to say. You would have thought that they would have had it at the State of Play. I mean, maybe for the fall State of Play or something like that they will. I will say this, if you self-publish, you can create what you want. If you have to go through official channels, you're forced to do what they want. Yeah. Sweet Tea, you play Samus. Unsubscribed. Yeah, sorry, man. I do play Samus. I like Samus. Yeah, as far as the self-publishing thing goes, though, I will say this, at least as far... So, as I was saying, I have a couple of novels under my belt. A couple that I've written. I had one literary agent who was interested in one of them. They showed some interest. They had me send them the full manuscript after pitching, the first few chapters or whatever to them. And they sounded interested until they got my name or whatever. So literary agents, if you aren't familiar, are the middleman. They are the de facto middleman between you, the little guy, and the big publishers, the big time publishers that will get you to sell hundreds of thousands of copies of your book. You have to have a literary agent or these publishers won't even look at you. And these literary agents, if you look them up, they plaster their names all over the place. You can find them if you just Google literary agents, you'll find tons of them. Anyway, they'll tell you what they're looking for, and it's incredible how many of them are just blatantly I'm looking for people of color, voices, LGBT voices, women voices, gay, trans, black, not me, is basically what they're saying, is they weren't interested in me. So I kept my identity as obscure as possible when I was applying, but there came a point where it became abundantly clear that I am precisely not what they're looking for. And suddenly, I started getting ghosted. It was really weird because there was a certain level of excitement, and I regret having not told them that it was my wife that had written it. If I had just said that she had written it, I am confident that we would have gone to the next stage. So, I don't know, it's frustrating. But at a certain point, I've just realized that self-publishing is about the only avenue that I have. Minecraft movie action figures are pure nightmare fuel, says Insomniac. Yeah, I've only seen the one that was floating around. I think somebody said something about it like yesterday on the live stream as well. But yeah, the Jack Black action figure looks atrocious. Samus is the character I play, says Chaos Hoy. Yeah, Samus is really strong. She's really good. In Smash Ultimate, I'm something of a Banjo and Kazooie main myself. They're really strong. I have a friend that uses Banjo and Kazooie, and they're really, really tough to handle. Men bad, says the contender. Yeah, particularly if you're not a dark-skinned man, unfortunately, then you are very bad, especially if you also prefer the company of gals. If you marry women and you aren't married to another man, then you are exceptionally bad. My go-to in Smash Bros. Is usually Link or Fox McCloud. White men bad. Ugh, says Steve. Brown Man says they won't like my book much either. It's not going to pander and have any pointless DEI message. I'm a story man first. A good plot and characters first for me. Yes, that is the way to be. As far as comic books go, I will say this. My favorite comic book was Spawn. I got in on the Spawn train. Oh, geez, what issue was it? 16. Issue 16 had come out, and I loved it. I bought the 15 prior issues. Well, actually, I should be a little more specific. So issue 16 was the most recent issue, but the first Spawn comic that I bought was the Batman Spawn crossover. I had heard a lot about Spawn. People were talking about how cool it was. And then Todd McFarlane took his properties, took Spawn and crossed it over with Batman. And they had Frank Miller for that, by the way. So, oh my God, it was an exceptionally well-written and drawn book. Todd McFarlane drew it. Frank Miller wrote it. And, I picked the book up and fell in love with it. Then I picked up issue 16 of Spawn. I remember that was the most recent issue. And then I grabbed all the back issues. I went with it until about, a little after issue 100, like 110 or 11 or something. So I own all of those. And I was with them the entire time. So, anyway, the reason I was bringing that up, I got a little off topic. The reason I was bringing that up, one person. I used to read all the editorials, the letters to the editor at the back of comic books back in the day. This was before social media was a thing. So I would spend my time reading the letters that people wrote to these comic books. And one person said, and this struck with me for some reason, they said, the story in Spawn is so good that the art could go to crap, the lettering could be bad, all of this could go really, it could look like stick figures for all I care. I would come back for the story. Story is the most important part. And I agree with that. Because there were times where some of the guest artists that came on to Spawn were not the best, I guess we'll just say. And I wasn't a big fan of it, the change, but I had to keep coming back for the story. So yeah, always put story first. Always, always. I used Marth on Smash Bros, the old one. Yeah, Marth is cool. Speaking of stream, your stream from yesterday went missing. It didn't archive. Yeah, kind of a funny story with that. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I was talking about this earlier when I started this stream, but there is a little bit of construction going on around my house. The energy company is doing something. I'm not sure exactly, but right after I finished the stream yesterday, and I don't know for sure that this has anything to do with it, but right as I was finishing it, power went out at my house. Like somebody bumped something, somebody goofed something up. Power went out, and I'm glad that the stream finished, but I was in the middle of editing it. Like I was putting in some tags and stuff like that, and then the power went out when I got the power back on and I turned my computer on. It was nowhere to be found. So your guess is as good as mine. I'm not sure what happened. I'm very genuinely confused. But is what it is, I guess. Have I heard of Tommy Sotomayor? No, I have not. Jason Momoa looks so cucked in that movie. What movie are we talking about? Are we talking about Minecraft? I think he's in Minecraft, right? Hellboy is my favorite comic series. Yeah, I love Hellboy. Hellboy is awesome. The first two movies were great, too. I really liked those movies. I just realized with all this like girl boss stuff being propagated, why didn't they ever do a Metroid movie with Samus? That could have been something everyone would have enjoyed. Well, because they aren't trying to make that kind of a girl boss. No. They want to take something that you love that isn't a girl boss and turn it into one. You don't understand that they aren't looking for Samus. She goes against their narrative, you see. A character like Samus or Jill Valentine, they go against the narrative. The only way that we will ever see a Samus, and Nintendo wouldn't agree, is another thing. Nintendo would be very guarded. But the only way they would, a lot of these, modern creators would ever touch a character like Samus is if they were able to give her the man jaw and a flat chest and a broomstick figure and all that sort of thing. DEI is STDs. You don't want to collect them all. Yeah, good call. I certainly don't. Disgusting. Stewie Cthulhu, welcome to being a crew member. Much appreciated, Stewie. Welcome aboard. As I've been telling people, there are some perks for being a crew member. You will get first access to the novels that I have written. I will be putting some audiobooks together for the first few chapters anyway, just to see if you guys like them, and then I will probably be self-publishing. And then I've got a cartoon that I'm working on as well that you guys will get first crack at as crew members. So thank you, Stewie. Much appreciated. Yeah, I have no idea why a sequel wasn't made. What movie are we talking about for that? Spawn, a sequel. I don't. I'm mixed with that. I was very happy to see the Spawn movie when it was made, but I thought it was like a rush job of a story. It was just too fast. I missed yesterday's stream. Did I beat Zelda? Yes, I did beat Zelda. I beat that game. If Brea could bring it down to a 5, I could totally see her playing Samus. The Hellboy comics put the movies to shame, even the Del Toro films. I recently saw the Crooked Man movie. It made some lame decisions and expanded it for no reason, but it was a good adaptation. Yesterday's stream still showed as live for me for hours afterwards, but every time I opened it, it ended again. Really weird. Really weird. I don't know what was... I don't know. I don't understand, to be honest with you. Just, I looked into it and then realized, you know what? This just isn't worth me trying to salvage. At a certain point, it's just going to take up too much of my time. They are not looking for Samus, they are looking for Triple H. Yeah, they would definitely love to cast Triple H with, with a wig or whatever on for that role. And they would make her black. Yeah, anything but, blonde and blue eyes, I guess. But yet it's odd they keep trying to reboot and make sequels to The Crow, which oddly, through Brandon Lee dying, was made into this odd double cult classic that can't be touched in reality. Yeah, The Crow is perfect. Here's the thing, what they don't realize is when you have a piece of art like that, it was perfect. I don't want a sequel. I don't want a prequel. I don't want to redo. I don't want to remake. 30 years from now, if I'm still around, if I'm in the mood for The Crow, I just want to watch The Crow. If I want something new, I just not leave The Crow alone. Like, it's just one of those franchises that never needed anything done with it at all. They've got an infinite money machine. Just keep printing T-shirts and shit. My one friend has a really cool old T-shirt. It's got a picture of Eric Draven on the front, and on the back it says, that famous quote, "It can't rain all the time." Like, every time he wears that, I'm like, dude, that is such a badass shirt. Just keep printing that. Just keep printing that. Dwayne Pipe says, I beat Zelda to a pulp. Travis George, most of yesterday's stream was just chatting. Yeah, it kind of was. I beat the game in like 45 minutes, and then I chatted for like another hour with everybody. I don't know, I just have fun doing it. Furiosa movie I didn't bother to watch. If Mad Max isn't in it, no thanks. Yeah, that's it. If you wanted to make a movie about a character like Furiosa, well then create a brand new franchise and just let it stand on its own. I wish the new RoboCop and Spawn films could get out of their development hell. Yeah, that'd be pretty great. Would you do a Metal Gear Solid marathon before the MGS3 remake in August? I was thinking I would do that, actually. Yeah. I was thinking that I would. I want to go old school with it, too. I don't want to do, like, any remakes of it or anything. I gotta dig out my old copies of the first two. And then I'll lead us into the third one. Crazy Bat Ninja says, hello there. Well, hello, Crazy Bat Ninja. How are you today? Brandon Lee's Crow is timeless. 100% timeless. It is timeless. It is perfect. It is untouchable. There is simply no reason to ever have to do anything with The Crow ever again. You just don't need to. It simply doesn't need it. Do I think The Witcher 4 and GTA 6 will be very woke when they come out? Like Your Dancing by the Way from Will Hicks. I am leaning towards yes on both of them. GTA, I'm a little less worried about. I think that they might get, how should I put this? They might get cucked by the OMG group that I talked about yesterday. I think that they might avoid certain topics, the LGBT topic, for example. They might just avoid, but I think that there is a stronger chance that GTA will be not woke. CD Projekt Red, I've got very little faith in, based on the level of turnover that we have seen at the studio, particularly with all of the people who are trying so desperately to convince us that there is no turnover. They try so hard to make it sound like CD Projekt Red is the same company that it's ever been. And they're full of shit, man. They lost a good chunk of their high-end people from The Witcher 3 that are now working on Dawn of the Blood, Blood of the Dawnwalker. I think I'm dyslexic. I got that backwards for a second. But anyway, yeah. Crazy Bat Ninja, super chat. Did you hear about that anchor called Joy that got fired for low ratings? I guess she should read the writing on the wall and not appear on the news. Yeah, I definitely have heard about that. I'm a little reticent to talk politics on this channel. Not that I don't have like the interest in it or the chops or whatever, but I just like to keep a little bit of distance between the political stuff and the video game talk and stuff here. But there's a lot of overlap. I know that a lot of you are in a particular political camp, and you guys probably can guess how I vote. But yeah, no, that's funny. That's a good one. I think that MSNBC could now be said to be joyless. I think joyless. Who would you say has the best blaster, all powers and abilities they ever had across their games, Samus or Mega Man? Ooh. Holy cow. Wow. That I don't know. I love both of those characters. I guess I would say Mega Man, I would give the nod just for the fact that he's got such a versatile range of things that he can shoot or whatever, all the different power-ups he can get. He can do a lot of shit with it. That's a tough one, though. Dr. Disaster, are you trying out the Mecha Break demo soon? I don't think that it's available on the PS5, is it? If it is, I'll try. I need to look. I guess I haven't looked. If it's available on the PS5, I will do it. My computer, I am down to virtually zero hard drive space right now. So, currently, it is a no-go for me on the on that front. I will not be able to, at least if it's just on PC, I will not be able to do the Mecha Break demo. I need a new PC. I'm probably going to be getting one in about a month or so. Yeah. But I would love to. I want to do the demo soon. My PC being what it is actually causing me a whole bunch of heartburn right now. It just frustrates the shit out of me, preventing me from doing a lot of the things that I want to be doing. Oh, LOL, her crocodile tears were hilarious, says Steve O, referring to the Joy Reid situation. Yep, it was absolutely hilarious. Because I will say this, all politics and everything else aside, she's a flat-out racist. She is a ridiculously racist human being, and I have virtually no respect for her because of it. I will say this, it sucks when somebody loses a job, but she'll be fine. I think I read or heard somewhere that she was making $3 million a year. I think she can probably live on her savings for a while. So, I'm not crying any tears for her. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. She got what she had coming to her. Favorite Warhammer 40k faction? That's tough. I'm not the biggest Warhammer guy, but I do have some favorites. I do just love the Space Marines. I'm kind of a basic bitch when it comes to that. I really... If I had to pick someone else, I guess just the Necrons. I don't know. The Necrons are super cool. I was mostly introduced to 40k because I'm a big Magic the Gathering player. So they had a Warhammer 40k Magic the Gathering set. And when those came out, that really... I'd always been interested in Warhammer, but I just never got into it. When that came out, I started looking into some of the lore books and stuff. I've read some of the different codexes. But I really like the Necrons a lot because they had a really badass magic deck that came out. It was really cool. It was really, really good. If I'm getting a new PC, what will be the budget for it? Ooh, I don't know. Not really putting a cap on it, to be honest with you. I'm going to get something really nice. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, don't say it sucks when someone loses a job when it comes to Joy Reid. Well, I was saying that in just a general sense, not really towards her. I try not to celebrate too much when people lose a job, but, with her, I'm happy to make an exception. There are people that I've said that on my channel before. When certain developers and whatnot lose their job, I'm like, dude, I'm not crying any tears for you. Oh, my dog, my big old dog in the other room just got up off of the couch. I don't know if any of you could hear that bumping around there, but I have a Great Dane, and when she when she decides to move around too much, it's like an earthquake. Her net worth is like $4 million, so I don't think she'll starve. Yeah, no, I think she'll be all right. I would side with Dr. Wiley. He leaves stuff unguarded, unsecured, and unaccounted for. Racist, hateful, and entitled. I assume we're talking about Joy Reid yet. What do you think of the new Monster Hunter? Will you be picking up a copy? I'll do you one better. I will be streaming that game. We'll be streaming that on, Friday? Friday it drops? If I'm getting my days of the week right here. One thing, too, I'm going to throw out there real quick. If the stream just cuts out, they are doing construction work in my area right now. The power company is doing this, that, or the other outside. So if something happens and power gets cut out, I apologize. If I disappear all of a sudden, well, that's what happened. It wasn't me. It was power getting cut out. A Great Dane, Scooby-Doo, LOL, says Brown Man. Yes, her name is Keeper. She is the sweetest dog you will ever meet in the world. I just love her so much. She's getting a little old as far as Great Danes go. She is turning 6 this year. In April, she'll be 6 years old. And she's my first dog. Actually, when I was a boy, I grew up around dogs. I had friends who had dogs, but my mom is allergic. She didn't want to have dogs, of course, and I didn't ever get a dog until my kids asked for one and begged me, and so I got my Great Dane, and now, from what I understand, Danes, they only live to be around 7 or 8 years old. When something happens to her, I will have a Great Dane-sized hole in my heart. I will probably be absent for a few days. If and when something happens, I will be very grief-stricken. I love my dog so much. How do construction workers get aboard the fleet? Oh, that's a good question. It's, We must have docked somewhere where they were working, and they somehow got access to our power source. I'm not sure. It's a good question. Admiral, are you in the U.S. right now? Well, yes, I live in the United States. Crazy Bat Ninja, the same way they built the Death Star, says the Contender. Yeah, absolutely. I've had a cat for years. I was allergic to dogs, but now that allergy was replaced by hay fever. I had 0 allergies until I was in my 30s, and then for whatever reason, I'm allergic to this, that, or the other. When I go outside in the spring, and in the fall in particular, my eyes get really irritated. It sucks. It sucks. Enjoy your time with them all you can, and yes, a loss is still a loss. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be terrible when my doggie. She's such a good girl. Such a good girl. It will break my heart when something happens to her, but while I have her, oh man, I enjoy her. We go for walks all the time. She is my buddy. She's right now during the day here. She usually parks her butt up on my couch and just kind of naps while I'm working. But a lot of times she'll be my co-pilot while I'm soaring around in space. She kind of hangs out by Daddy, and I'll pet her a lot. She's been right beside me while I've been streaming before a few times here. Yeah, she's my bud. I love her. I feel that we lost a golden lab that outlived expectations by like 10 years. Vet said he had a skull deformity unique to the breed that was usually something that kills them, that he had since he was 2 to 3 years old, lived to be 15. Wow, that's really cool. That's really, I mean, not that he had, of course, that infirmity or whatever, but that you got that much time with him is really, really good. Glad to hear that. Western gaming will crash just like Hollywood has, but gaming overall will be fine. Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of these... So what's going to happen? I've talked about this before, but it bears repeating. It's the brain drain that's going to happen. There are all these developers who are putting out dog shit products. Well, I'll just pick on Rocksteady, right? Like, they made Suicide Squad. That game was dog shit. People didn't like it. People didn't buy it. They're laying people off. So good developers are going to lose their job, and they're going to go and work they're going to go and work for companies that don't suck. I mean, they might go, maybe some guy who got fired or lost his job or whatever at Rocksteady, he'll go and work for, I don't know. We'll just say, what's their name? The ones that developed Space Marine 2. Why am I having a brain fart on that? I need to bust out Google here. Space Marine 2 developer. Saber Interactive. God, why couldn't I think of it? My brain just didn't want to pull it up. But yeah, Saber Interactive. Maybe they go and work for them, right? Like, or maybe they'll go work for Shift Up, or something like that. One of these developers that are doing good, smart things. So yeah. Zonigan Nightingale? Only showing part of your name there. But Zonigan says 7 more teal chats and we get Dr. D karaoke. Yes, that is true. Good call. We got 7 more to go and I will sing some karaoke. Yo, Doc, hope you and family are doing well, says Shizuka Apple. Yeah, my family and I are doing great. Really great, actually. It's a great day. Really great day. Yeah, I have a puggle, and she is basically my daughter since I have no kids, says Steve. Yeah, I can see how that would be a thing. Like I said, this is my first dog, so I was in my mid-30s before I ever had a dog. But, yeah, I love her very much. Love her very much. It's a very meaningful relationship. I'd rather play Justice League Kill the Suicide Squad. Rather do that than what? What's the context that I'm missing there? Half-Life 3 may release this year. I have heard rumblings of that. I will be all over that if that comes out. Half-Life 3 would be incredible. One interesting thing, and I may be doing a video on the topic here, but it just kind of popped up on my social media feeds here. It just showed up that Fable has been pushed out of 2026. As crazy as that is to me, I can't believe that game is getting pushed back. I don't know. I thought that was going to be what potentially carried Microsoft this year. It seems weird that they would push that game back, but I on the other hand, I kind of get the feeling that they didn't want... They knew what the reaction to that woman character, that female character of theirs that got absolutely beaten with the ugly stick. I think they understand what the reaction to that game would have been, and I think that they are trying to avoid Gamergate 2. I think they are hoping that we will peter out. I think that that's the strategy for a lot of these guys. I think that's what's going to happen with Ghost of Yotei. I think they're going to try to push back to next year, because I think they're trying to outlast us. The problem is they don't understand that gamers are obsessive people. And I don't mean this in like a derogatory sense at all, but like there are a shitload of autistic gamers out there. I believe that I'm on the spectrum somewhere, for example, and we are just an obsessive bunch. We're not going to forget. Like this isn't something. I am a dog with a bone. I am not going to let go. We are not going to let go of this. Like they're wrong. I guess is just the best way to put it. They are incorrect. This is not something that they can just outlast. I think gamers are going to keep at this for a long ass time. If that is their strategy, it is a faulty strategy. I think that's what Assassin's Creed Shadows has been attempting to do. I think that's what their delays were about. That and then actually just trying to formulate some kind of a marketing strategy in the meantime, trying to figure out how to speak to those of us that they've lost. But they've forgotten how to speak to regular, normal people. They don't understand it anymore. They've become untethered from the same, like they aren't attached to the same moral structure that we're attached to any longer. They view everything through the lens of their immutable characteristics, and that is their morality now. And so, as untethered from reality as they are, they just don't have it within them to actually communicate with normal people, with just regular guys. Valve is going to make a comeback. Hopefully they will be the ones to save gaming. I mean, you guys can tell how I feel about Valve with all the Steam videos that I put out. I could see that happening. I think that these are people who just make fun games. I wish I got the chance to play Fable Legends. Yeah, the old Fable games were fun. They were definitely fun games. I'm currently playing Deadly Premonition. I have many older titles to enjoy. I can hold out. Screw FOMO. Yeah, me too. My backlog is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I should probably count them, but I believe, just as an example, I have about 40 Switch titles, something in that ballpark. I own most all of the first-party produced games on that system, just as an example, like a small taste of my collection. And I've probably only actually beaten around a third of them. So I've got a ton of games on that one system alone, not to mention the catalog of games. Like I'm an old gamer. I have been playing games since the Atari. I've still got games from the NES. Games actually from the NES that I haven't even beaten yet. So I can outlast these guys big time. Oh shit, a Dr. Disaster stream, says HMD299. Yup, this is a Dr. Disaster stream. I've been doing it every weekday, 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central. Been doing it for about a week now, every weekday. And I go for an hour. That's kind of my goal, but it always ends up going overtime. So here we are. Actually, we're an hour and 45 minutes or whatever into it at this point. I play a little bit of games, and then I just kind of stop, and I like to read your guys' chats and whatnot. I find it interesting. I find it therapeutic and just entertaining. I like talking with you guys. Spider-Man 2 made Mary Jane look ugly from what I've seen of people playing it. Yeah, they did. They made her look like she's not like the most ugly, but like compared to what Mary Jane is supposed to look like. I think a lot of times some people get really butthurt, like, oh, she's not ugly, she's just a normal looking woman. And I guess I agree to a certain extent. She's not anything special, but that's the point. Mary Jane was like supposed to be this knockout redhead. Like she was supposed to just be this really lovely young lady, and to make her this kind of homely, normal-looking woman just doesn't make sense. If I were a woman, I would be annoyed by that. Like, Mary Jane is supposed to be the standard that you hold yourself to. And, like everything else that these shitlibs do, they want to pull standards down. They don't want standards. They don't want to have to live up to standards. They want to chop all standards down. And it's gross. It's just cringy as hell. Cringy as hell. Advisor, I honestly blame Sony and Naughty Dog for gaming's woke craze. Well, I will say this, there's plenty of blame to go around. I think that they certainly, both of those, Sony and Naughty Dog, have got a certain amount of blame that needs to be aimed their direction, but Microsoft, 100%, has to have some blame thrown at them. There are a ton of these companies. EA, Ubisoft, I mean, there's a lot of blame to go around. A lot of it. Would love to see the Fear franchise come back with different stories all around the world, Cabin in the Woods style. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'd play those. I didn't think PS5 MJ was ugly, but PS4 MJ was superior in the looks department. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. I'll make fun of it in my videos, but usually for comedic effect, right? Like, she's not like, if I saw a person like that, like, I'm not going to like stop and point at her and go, oh my God, you're just ugly. I mean, that obviously I wouldn't do that just because I'm not that kind of a rude person anyway, but I wouldn't even be thinking that. I wouldn't think twice. The point being is MJ is supposed to be like a supermodel, right? Like, that was kind of almost the point of her character to a certain extent. The feminists might not like to hear that, but that's just what her character was. She was supposed to be the ideal that Peter, that a young man, would be essentially chasing after. You can like it, you can dislike it, doesn't matter. That was the purpose of her character. MJ's masculine jawline. Yeah, she definitely had one of those in that game. MJ stands for man jaw. Yeah, that was one of the most noticeable things about her new look. She definitely had the man jaw, like all of these other characters. That's why I get the feeling that Fable is going to rework their image after that ugly ass character. She was legit ugly. That one that they showed off in Fable, she was ugly. She would have been an ugly dude, let alone an ugly girl. She was ugly. And she I get the feeling they're gonna try a different marketing approach. I could be wrong. Dr. Disaster, she looked like a 40-year-old woman. I assume we're talking about MJ, and yeah, I mean, and she's not, right? Like, she's supposed to be in her early 20s, so I mean, yeah. Didn't they race swap MJ in New No Way Home? Yeah, they did. Zendaya was MJ, I guess. I mean, did they ever call her straight up Mary Jane in those movies? I don't know. I don't remember if they did. I know they called her MJ, but I don't remember if she got called Mary Jane. Yeah, I don't know. PS4 Yuri Watanabe was better looking than PS5 Yuri. Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. How do you feel about console exclusives coming to other consoles? I'm excited about it. At least, seeing the Xbox ones coming to the PS5 will be cool. It'll be interesting to play Halo with a PlayStation controller. I think that Microsoft just sees the writing on the wall. I mean, this is the white flag. This is them raising the white flag. They're done. They're done for as far as the console goes. I haven't seen this level of an ass whooping since the Dreamcast, which we talked about yesterday. But the Dreamcast got whooped for an entirely different reason. But the Xbox has less than half of the consoles sold of the PS5. And the PS5 is somewhere in the ballpark of half of the Switch consoles. And the Switch is like 2/3 the level of PC gamers, something like that. So, I mean, it is the low man on the totem pole by a long shot. They know it. And in order to drive up their revenue, they are saying to hell with it. There's once again, this is a company like this, one of these big video game companies, making decisions that are good in the short term. They're going to see a lot of revenue in the short term, but long term, it's going to hurt them to not have the console. The most valuable thing about a console, you guys have to understand, is hosting the store, right? Like if I buy a game on the PlayStation Store, Sony takes about 25% of the cut. So if I buy a non-Sony exclusive game, so we'll say a Microsoft game. If Microsoft puts out Halo, if they have the Halo collection on the PlayStation, and I buy that, Sony is going to get a 25% cut if I purchase that on the PlayStation Store. That is an incredible amount of revenue that PlayStation gets every year just for existing. And Microsoft will essentially be giving that up because there's no reason to have an Xbox anymore after that. They might as well put Game Pass on the PlayStation at this point. They might as well do it. So, I don't know. I'm fine with it. As a gamer, I'm fine with it. But if I were an investor in Microsoft or whatever, But I'll tell you what, we're running out of time here, guys. In 5 minutes, I have another video dropping. So I am going to have to let you guys go so I can move on to a couple of other different things. It was a lot of fun streaming here today. Unfortunately, we did not get to any karaoke. In fact, I've got Damply Doo over here saying, what is my favorite Michael Jackson song? Billie Jean, 100%. That is an outstanding song, though Michael Jackson had a shitload of them. Michael Jackson is the icon from the 80s, where I come from. But anyhow, we didn't get to the karaoke, unfortunately, today, but hopefully we'll get her done tomorrow. Join me again tomorrow. I'll be in... once again, 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central, noon that is to say, for Dr. Disaster's lunch hour. I'll just be popping in some game, playing casually for a while, and then I just kind of take your chats and just talk for a while. But anyhow, I am going to let you guys go. You have a great day, and make sure to catch the video that's coming out in just a couple of minutes here. You guys have a good one.